The conch shells had already been blown. Their sound carried across the battlefield of Kurukshetra, a land where destiny was about to unfold. Two great armies stood facing each other. On one side, the Pandavas. On the other, the Kauravas. Warriors stood still. Chariots covered the ground. Flags moved slowly in the wind. Dust floated through the golden light. And in the middle of it all stood Arjuna. Arjuna, the greatest warrior of his time. He stood in his chariot, his bow Gandiva resting in his hand. He had trained for this moment. He had prepared for this war. But as he looked across the battlefield, he did not see enemies. He saw teachers, he saw elders, he saw friends and family. People who had shaped his life, and something inside him changed. His breath slowed, his grip weakened. The bow Gandiva began to slip from his hand. He turned to Krishna, his guide and charioteer. Krishna stood calm and still, unshaken, and Arjuna spoke. Krishna, how did it come to this? These are not strangers. These are my own people. What kind of victory comes from this? What kind of kingdom is worth this loss? My body feels heavy. My thoughts are not steady. I came here ready to fight. But now, I do not know what is right. Arjuna looked again across the battlefield. Every face carried a memory. Bhishma stood there, the grandsire he respected. Drona stood there, the teacher who trained him. And now, those same hands were expected to rise against them. Arjuna felt the weight of the moment. This was not fear of battle. This was the weight of consequence. He spoke again. Krishna, if I fight, I destroy everything I once honored. If I walk away, I abandon everything I was meant to protect. What kind of choice is this? To act feels like suffering. To step back feels like failure. And to do nothing feels like the only escape. My mind searches for clarity, but every path feels uncertain. What if I am wrong? What if this moment defines me? I thought truth would be clear. I thought purpose would feel strong. But instead, I feel doubt. I feel hesitation. I feel like I am standing at the edge of something I do not understand. Krishna, how can I act when I do not trust my own mind? Tell me, what is right? Because I no longer know. Krishna looked at Arjuna. Calm, still, unmoved. He allowed the silence to settle. Then he spoke. Arjuna, what you are feeling is not weakness. It is the beginning of clarity. You believe you are lost because the world you understood is changing. But this is not loss. This is awakening. The wise do not mourn for the living or the dead, because what is real cannot be destroyed, and what is temporary was never meant to last. the body changes. It is born, it grows, it fades. But the self within, the one who sees and experiences, does not end. No weapon can cut it. No fire can burn it. No fear can touch it. So ask yourself, Arjuna, what are you truly afraid of losing? Krishna continued, you are not afraid of war. You are afraid of losing what you are attached to. You believe you control the outcome, but that is the illusion. You are not here to control the result. You are here to act. That is your Dharma. Not because it is easy, but because it is yours. When you act with attachment, you create fear. When you act for reward, you create anxiety. When you act to protect identity, you create suffering. But when you act with clarity, without attachment, you become free. Right now, Arjuna, your fear is not of action. Your fear is of consequence. But consequence is not yours to carry. Your responsibility is simple. Act with truth. Stand up, not as a warrior driven by ego, but as one aligned with purpose. Do what must be done, not for victory, not for defeat, but because it is right. This moment is not only Arjuna's. It belongs to all of us. Because at some point, we all stand in our own Kurukshetra, not on a battlefield, but in a decision, in a moment where everything feels uncertain. You can be strong and still feel lost. Not because you are weak, but because you understand the cost of action. You want clarity before you move. You want certainty before you decide. But life does not work that way. You do not control outcomes. You control action. And clarity does not come before action. It comes through it. So if you feel lost right now, you are not broken. You are at a point where a decision matters. This is your Kurukshetra. And now you decide what you will do next.